Players Weekend in Florida's capital city for the 10th ranked Seminoles of Florida State as they take on 26-10 Virginia at Joanne Graff Field at the Seminole Softball Complex. The Noles on the strength of 14 straight wins. 17 walks to 16 strikeouts. That on the ground to Beecham, and Beecham puts her away at first. Positive start to the game for Florida State's defense here on Players Weekend at the Seminole Softball Complex. Into left field, and Janai Kerr has no problem snagging that line drive. So 2 up, 2 down out of the gates for McKenna Reed on 8 pitches here in the first.
Production look like?
Bella Cabral will find the gap off of Reed. It'll be extra bases for the sophomore. It's a good throw in, but she has plenty of wheels to beat it to the bags. It's a 2-out double for Cabral. And that is exactly what Bella Cabral does with 2 outs on the board in the first. Macy Eaton jumps on the first ball she sees and grounds it to Beecham, who puts her away at first. McKenna Reed works around the 2-out double. Nothing doing for Virginia in the first. It's 3 runs, and also worked a couple of walks. Called strike 3. How about that pitch location? Runs tied for the lead amongst this Florida State lineup. That's hit pretty well out to right center field. She got under it a touch, and there to make the play is Air.
Not as often and frequent that hitters see it, but definitely hard to stay through that pitch.
On the ground here to second, and Cabral puts Kerr away. What a start for Lane, going 1-2. And Florida State's success over the years, a sure testament to that. Grounder right back to Reed, and the play to first to retire Kuhn. One and 0 to the catcher, batting .287. Hits this on a line to right. That'll drop. Hartgrove will pull up at first. Waycaser got it back into the infield in a hurry. Nice play by Halley out in right. Out on the board. Here's MC Eaton, the right fielder for Virginia. On the ground, chance for 2. Widra gets both. She's great in the circle. She has been rock solid at the plate.
To get to where they are now, and that's one of the things that I'm most proud of. And I got to first meet her when I was a student athlete at Florida State and work in winter camp under Lonnie Alameda, would bring coaches in from other universities and
else to do this season, and she has made quick work of this FSU lineup. Dak pops up to right. Nice play by the second baseman, and Cabral showing off the range, retreating out here against Lane, who has largely worked from ahead herself. And that is a great plate appearance. They call them QPAs here in Tallahassee, a quality plate. First pitch swinging. Elevated to shallow right. Cabral calls everybody off and secures the pop-up.
You throw so hard the ball might go through the net. I don't know.
Holbrook hits this on the ground to Beecham. It skips away from Jasony. And so in every inning so far, Virginia has put a base runner from McKenna Reed. Pop this one up as well. This time, Edenfield gets out and secures out number 1.
Michaela Edenfield has the moves back there behind the dish. She says, "Fool me once."
Hilton hits this through the left side. Multiple base runners now aboard for Virginia.
Mid-60s here, good command of the rise ball, so gonna mix in a little bit of an off speed there, which is what the different look is between her and Reed.
Tapped out in front. Widra comes out of the circle to make a play to first. That will advance both runners. Into center field. Harp on her horse. What a play! Each player is, as Dr. Bueno goes down swinging here in the bottom of the third. Name is Camp. And Widra put a charge into that ball at the base of the wall. Pulled down the line. Widra will advance to third as Torres is retired by the first baseman, Macy Eaton. Fisted between third and the plate. That's a nice play at third by Sarah Kuhn to secure out number 3. 10 in the league. Her 19 hits are second only to Kat Rodriguez of UNC. Goes to the big part of the ballpark, and Issa Torres shows off the wheels. That could have been trouble in no man's land, but Issa Torres showed off that range. In the air to center. Nice play by Annie Potter, who is checked in at second. That is the spot that Annabelle Widra. That single earlier. Batting average now climbs up to around 300 for Hartgrove. On the ground here to Torres, and Torres has put 2 Cavaliers away in the fourth. The first time the Seminoles have retired Virginia in.
Make the adjustments to Courtney Lane, and if so, I want to try to get ahead of that.
Swung through strike 3, did Janai Kerr. Good start to the outing. Popped up and playable. Well done by Eaton. And Dak ropes this right back up the middle and through. 2-out single for Katie. Goes down swinging there, and that'll put an end to Florida, who grounded into a double play that Widra herself, when she was playing second, turned to put an end to the second inning. Off speed for the strikeout. Ball hopped away from Florida State's third baseman. This is fisted into left field, and a basket catch made by Janai Kerr. Against Florida, even though I'm sure it certainly isn't. This one has some pop out to left, and Kerr could not quite get the glove on it. Extra bases at the bottom of the order for Kaylin Jones.
Kaylin Jones doing a good job here, just a little slap action through the box, but gonna get her hands going to the opposite field, and that one to the big part of the park. Sean, nice little shot there in the left center gap. A lot of speed.
And the order does turn over. And she's first pitch swinging. Driven high and deep out to center and gone! Virginia strikes first.
And Jade Hilton, the best hitter in this Cavalier lineup, just takes that pitch left over the white. But look at the power and the strength. She nearly hits that one off the end of the bat, Sean, but she's so strong, still gets it out of the park. That's some really good aggression in the batter's box. First pitch of the at-bat wastes.
That one clipped her. Gonna see your batters up. Throw down to second, and Air is able to slide in safely. Now 12 of 14 on the base paths.
And then gonna break to Get the stolen base.
On the ground to Torres, and she'll hang on to it. That first hop got away from her, and instead of forcing a throw to first.
And let's try to get the next one.
And that is exactly what Danley will do. Ground ball right back to the pitcher, and that'll put an end to the top half of the fifth. Virginia strikes first, though.
Stuff, it's a fun time in our lives. Some of the best years.
For sure. And that is a strong plate appearance for Waycaser out of the gates. Batter's box. I think it's something of note, though. Florida State here in this home half of the fifth has worked ahead in both counts. And Reinhecker says good night to Amaya Ross. Calls her out on strike three. Popped up. Left field. And there to make the play is Kaylin Jones. That stayed away. On the run to second is Hallie Waycaser. Boy, she drew Hartgrove's attention time and time again. Of that, the count is now full to Isa Torres. On the ground to second, Cabral retires Torres at first. So Waycaser is stranded in scoring position.
In my opinion, nothing better than playing sports.
100%. Kuhn to Hopper to Torres. Nice play by the shortstop. For Virginia in this game, scattered throughout the first 5 innings. And Hartgrove drops in the sixth. That'll be a single for the catcher. That was on Tuesday. On the ground here to Beecham. She'll go the short way with it to retire the lead runner. So Hartgrove is retired at second. On the ground, Beecham makes the pick and the play at first. Florida State works around a one-out single. They still trail by 2. The Business Bats coming up next. The fifth with Hallie Waycaser on a full count. If you're tuning in the Garnet and the Gold, rooting for the Noles, that is exactly where you want to see this bottom of the 6th inning start. Not just Jason Beecham leading things off, but Jason Beecham. Virginia has found a way to retire her twice today. Got all the way into the netting, and DeLong is going to be in scoring position. Looking for her first hit of the night. And swings through strike 3. What a big performance by Bigham. Ball player. On a line to third. What a nice play by Sarah Kuhn. That is out number 2. DeLong stays at. Popped up again. And Kuhn snares it out of the air in front of her own dugout. Virginia maintains to face and deal with Jade Hilton. And that will drop. Wasn't hit hard, but did find some open real estate over the glove of Torres. In 2 outs on the board when she recorded a triple in front of Hilton. She finds her way on base again. Hilton jumps on the first pitch, but this time it's Kennedy Harp who hauls that ball in center field, 1 away. To Torres for 1. The turn is strong and in time, and Florida State doubles off the Cavaliers to perhaps build some.
Tough pitch to get your barrel out on.
Called strike 3.
Unless you're in a 2-strike count, just trying to battle.
And down goes Waycaser. A win today for Virginia. Popped up. Kuhn ranges over, and that is it. Virginia comes on the road and pulls the upset in game one, handing Florida State its first ACC loss. We've seen Florida State play an awfully impressive brand of softball, having the second longest win streak in the country coming into tonight.